Hello friends, my name is Zithel and welcome back to Zithel's Let's Learn series on all the mods Lite. In today's episode, we're going to take our first look at Tinker's Construct tools. So we have ourselves a nice little base here. We got ourselves a little cave. Set us up with a basic crafting table, furnace, a chest, all sorts of good things. We have a little bit of a home. We don't have any sort of bed to stay in right now. We really should use something like that. But today our goal is to upgrade our tools, get something a little bit better to help us in our eventual mining. And we're going to take a look at two mods today. The first one is going to be, we're going to take a little more look at actually additions and then get into Tinker's Construct. So Tinker's Construct is kind of one of those beginner pack things to upgrade tools. We'll get that into a second, but I noticed my inventory starting to get a little full, and we do have a chest here, but it's not that big. So we're going to go in actually additions. We've already taken a little bit of a look at actually additions. That's how we got our tiny coal. So one piece of coal gave us 8 pieces of tiny coal so that we can do more efficient cooking. Right now, what we want to do is use something else from actually additions, and that is a crate. So if we go in here and check the word crate, we're going to see these storage crates, and that's what I want to build today. When you look at the small storage crate, it's not too bad. It's 4 chests with some wood, a wood casing. It's all just wood. It's really easy stuff to build. The nice part about it, it has a massive inventory. Because it uses 4 chests, it's kind of like putting 4 chests all together. And then in addition, you have some upgrades that you can do. So you can create a storage crate keeper. So if you need to move, you can slap one of these in your chest and you can keep going. So let's build one of these. Now, I already have a chest. So one of the handy things you can do is here, a chest to storage crate upgrade. So we're going to need to actually build a small storage crate. Then we can put some planks around it and get that chest to storage crate upgrade. We can upgrade that one. So let's take a look at this one. So obviously we need 4 chests. For the middle ones, we need 1 log, some planks, and some sticks. So let's put some of these together. We'll get a bunch of sticks. We do want a bunch of planks. And if we look at the recipe again, so here we got our oak wood, our sticks, our planks, we got a wood casing, and that should make it easy enough to make this one. Okay, we're just missing chests. So we can take logs and do the shortcut recipe. 8 logs equals 4 chests. Once we have that, we have a small storage crate. And like I said, we might as well upgrade the one we have. So I'm going to put 4 pieces of wood around to get this chest to storage crate upgrade. And if I click this on here, shift click, we now have a lot more space. And I can dump a bunch of stuff into here. Now, I'll probably want to create a few of these because I do like organizing things a little bit. It's starting to get dark out. We're going to stick around here, though, for the time being because I want us to do... Hopefully nothing will come in and bother us. I should double check to make sure that... Okay, this is going back far enough. Nothing will bother us there. And if we go down this way... Yeah, that looks pretty good, too. I think we've lit it up pretty good. I'll put a couple more torches just to make certain... And I'm going to put a few more out here just to give us a bit of a radius. Good enough for now. Now we will probably still get killed, but hopefully nothing will bother us. Too bad we can see the red dots on our mini-map on the side over there show us any bad mobs and whether they're above or below us. So there's someone standing kind of over there above us. They're going to fall down. And you know what? Just to be safe... Oh, I don't have enough cobblestone mined. So we need to get some more cobblestone. And we need to go mining. We have not done any mining yet. So let's go ahead and talk about Tinker's Construct. So the beginning part of that is replacing your vanilla tools. Here we have our stone pickaxes, our axes, our shovels. And the problem with these is once you've used them and the durability's gone, they break, you have to build them again. So the first part of Tinker's Construct is all about creating modular tools. And to do that, we need a bunch of wood, so we'll get that out again. I think we have some wood in here. We'll take the sticks too, just to take it. I don't think we need anything else at the moment, so we'll just keep it. I'm not really organized the inventory yet. That will happen soon. I'd like to build a few more of these. We'll need to chop down some trees. So first things you need to do is build some blank patterns. And this is kind of the base starting block for Tinker's Construct. It's a blank pattern. And let's get about 16 of those. By themselves, they don't do anything, but if I press the use key, we can see they can be used in a few things. We can combine them with a book to create the materials in U manual, which is included by default with Akashic Tome. And you can use blank patterns without leather to create books, which is pretty awesome. The one thing we do want to do, though, is create our initial Tinker Construct tool. So it's going to be a stencil table, a pattern chest. We don't need a part chest right now. We do want a tool station and a part builder. And I need to get my Akashic Tomb out. So if you have any questions, you can go into Akashic's Tomb. We'll click on Materials in U. And reading through here will give you a good introduction on how this works. Now we're going to get into this in more depth, and it's going to talk about how to repair things, how to create your tools. You can read through it, or you can play along with me, and we'll teach you how it's done. This is our Let's Learn series. Let's learn Tinker's Construct. So now that I have my patterns created, there are 4 of the things we're going to need. A plank, a piece of oak wood, a chest, and a crafting table. Beautiful. Once we have all these create the pieces that we need. So we have a tool station, the chest turns into a pattern chest, the log turns into a part builder, and the planks a stencil table. Now, in addition, I do like creating one more crafting station, and you're going to see why in a second. One of the coolest parts about this, let's get this into my inventory, and we'll find a little spot to create our first Tinker station. And let's do it up here, why not? So let's clear out a small area. This corner looks nice. Now you can put these in any order you want, but I like to put them in the order that I'll use them. So the stencil table goes first. I do the part builder next. A pattern chest to store what I'm making here. Create a tool station, and I'll put the crafting station down in a sec. But I'll show you first why I'm doing this. When I go into here, I see my stencil table. We'll explain what this is in a second. We have my part builder, we have a pattern chest, and we have a tool station. If you put a crafting station beside it, and they're all touching, you now have an intelligent little bit of a multi-block, so that clicking on any of them, you can go into any specific one and go over to that station. So let's start with the stencil table. And what we want to do is first, we're going to replace our pickaxe. We're going to get a stone pickaxe, and that's what we're going to start with. So to figure out what tools you can make, you go to the tool station, and here's the initial tools that are unlocked. We have a pickaxe, a shovel, an axe, all the usual stuff. We also have a mattock. This is a nice one that combines elements of a shovel, an axe, and a hoe into one tool. We'll probably create this one because this is a really useful one. You notice we also have a few types of weapons. We have a broadsword, a longsword, and a rapier. So we'll do that. And you can do some ranged weapons and do some fun stuff like a frying pan. Notice it over here, it'll describe what it does, and it'll say what components are needed for it. If you click it, you can also look through here and see what it might be. Now, I'm keeping my back to here, but luckily there's no monsters so far, so we're good. So we know for the pickaxe, if we look on here, we're going to see it's a pickaxe head, a binding, and a tool rod. So let's start by making those stencils first. So a pickaxe head, a small binding, and a tool rod, which is here, a small tool rod. Now you'll notice there's a lot of other things here that we didn't see in the tool station. There's going to be an upgrade we're going to be able to build that will allow us to create even better tools for both mining and for combat. But we're going to start here. We're going to keep it simple. So we go into the part builder. Actually, let's put our stuff into the pattern chest so it's available to us, because once we get to the part builder, anything we put in the chest comes over here and we can see. So we're going to create the pickaxe head first, and you'll see it says material cost equals 2. That means you need 2 of something to use it. Stone is one of those things that you can directly make into an item. When you get up to metals like irons and gold and diamonds, actually I don't know about diamonds, you can't directly make it through here. You have to melt it into it, and that's something we're going to get to later. This is our introductory episode to get into this stuff. Now we also want to make the binding and the other part. So we're going to make a binding which requires 1 piece And we want a tool rod, which creates another one. So once we have that, we can go into our tool station, and we're going to click these up here. Abracadam, we have a stone pickaxe. In addition, if you want to, Zithel's pick. You can name your tool if you wish. There's my Zithel's pick. So I created it. I now have a pickaxe. It is a stone pickaxe, and obviously making mine stone. I know, that was shocking, I bet. Oh, I do have a bed. I forgot I put it up here. I forget things. You'll get used to that over time. Now, you'll notice that once again my durability is going, and the cool part is in a tool station, I can put my pickaxe and the source material of the head, and it will repair it, which is pretty awesome. Now, unfortunately, I would need to carry this around to repair stuff, but there's something even better, and that's this first one. It's a sharpening kit that requires two things. So if we put the sharpening kit into the pattern chest and come over to the part builder, so let's clear out our wood. We're going to put in cobble. I'm going to create some of these. These require two, so for each stone sharpening kit we create, it uses up 2 stone. Luckily, stone is really available in the world. So now, if I'm out, yeah, we got a monster. There we go. Told he's going to sneak up on me. If that was a creeper, I would be so dead. Okay, we're going to need to block our entrance off a little bit, just until we get a little bit safe. Because, yeah, you guys don't want to see me die, right? Anyways, where was I? So, once we're out in the world and using our pickaxe, which is now over here, if we go into the inventory, notice combining directly with a material doesn't work, but throwing in one of the sharpening kits will allow us to repair our weapons. So now, with this, I can go ahead and just carry these around and repair my weapons on the go, which is pretty awesome, I think. Before we get going any further, I want to make 2 more weapons, or 2 more items, and we're going to need a few more patterns for this. The one I do want to make is the mattock. That is a very useful thing. And then I also want to create a sword. We have a stone sword, but we might as well create a better version. So we're going to need a sword blade, we're going to need a wide guard, and we're going to need a tool rod. So with those, we're going to shove all of these into our pattern chest. Oh, there's a tool rod already there. Didn't need to make it. And we're going to put these together. So we have, I think we should have enough of this. So our head we're going to make out of stone. The tool rod will be wood. Make sure nothing's coming. Oh, it's daytime now, so we're a little bit safer. So for our mattock, we see it's just the axe head, the shovel, and the stick. So let's put those in. We have our mattock. So this is going to replace those 2 weapons. And the last thing we're going to do is create our sword. So once again, we go over to the part builder. We are going to need 1 more wooden tool rod. We're going to need a wide guard. And finally, we're going to need our blade, which we need 2 of. Uh-oh. There it goes. Oh, it's 5. That was weird. That should have worked. Anyways, let's go to our tool station. We want to create our sword, and we'll put that in. We now have a sword. I'm just going to dump these into the chest for now. We'll probably look for a trash can to try to get rid of them. For the moment, we don't need them. So now we have a weapon, a pickaxe, and a stone mattock, which is awesome. We have enough stuff to start our mining escapades. You can go through here and look. So as part of your homework, if you want to, head through here and see if there's anything else you want to build. So for example, you can build a frying pan. It'll have some knockback if it hits. A battle sign is awesome. It reflects projectiles. So there's a lot of neat stuff that you can make in here. And once we upgrade our tool station, which is this item right here, we're going to make even better stuff. Now, this is really good early game things. You don't need to keep building new tools. You just need to have a stone sharpening kit, and I now get to repair it. It's still slow, but we're going to be able to make them faster, which is another cool part of this. Now, once you hover over, you're going to see it's going to say hold shift for stats, hold control for more. So if I get my stats, I can see what my durability is, the mining speed, the attack, etc., etc. If I hold Control, it shows me each piece of it and what that piece is contributing. So you notice beside both of the wooden things, it says ecological. And besides the stone one, it says cheapskate. So if I go into my materials in U and go back to the beginning, I can look at tool materials. Now you notice also here you can get tools, and here it has all the different tools you can make, so you can look at those just to see what they are. But tool materials is really important here. Here is everything right now in the pack that we can make out of tools, and we see one of the things is cobblestone. So if we go there, we get an idea on how much durability it will give. We can see the durability of stone is 120, but compared to flint, it's 150, so flint's a little bit better that way. We see the mining level's the same, and the mining speed is just a little bit faster with flint, so maybe we want to upgrade with flint. The attack is a little bit less, but that's okay. But here's the cool part. Cheapskate, what we saw, you hover over and it says stone is bad, your tool has less durability. So because I made it out of cobblestone, it's causing a penalty to my tool to make it less durable. That is unfortunate, but that's what we have. Wood, we saw those had ecological, so if we check out wood, wood talks about ecological, renewable resources are so good they regenerate by themselves. So if you look over here and I check out my durability, 126 of 128, very, very, very slowly this is going to tick up until it's fully healed. Now it doesn't do it very fast, but that's okay. Excellent. Now as you flip through the book, you can also see what other cool materials there are that you can make stuff out of. So if I go into the two materials, and let's look at iron, for example, we can see iron has an even better durability, 204, a faster speed, less attack, and it has magnetic 2. Hitting things attract nearby things. So if you're mining with an iron pickaxe, if you got some coal, it will suck it into your inventory. That's really, really, really cool. Here we see some pig iron, which is bacon-licious. Hitting things sometimes give bacon. And you can go through. I'll let you go through and try to figure out what all the different tool materials are. Some of the fun parts are figuring out how it works. And you'll notice for each of these things that we have in here, let's say we have obsidian, you'll notice it gives you 3 things. The head of the weapon, the handle of the weapon, and something extra. On the handle, you'll see a modifier right here, and that's what's going to multiply the durability by. So obsidian handle is multiplying it by 0.9, which makes the durability less. In addition, the durability itself is minus 100 for having an obsidian handle. Don't do it. It's bad. But you'll notice with obsidian, the mining level is cobalt. It is really high and has a decent speed, so that's pretty cool. Now when we compare that to wood, for example, the modifier is 0.5. That's not so... Oh, no, sorry, is 1. So wood is the handle that everything else is kind of based off of. And as you go through, you'll find different materials do different things. So, for example, I know manulin is really... the manulin modifier wasn't so good. It has a lot of durability, a good mining speed. But you can play through here. Ardite has an excellent modifier for the handle. It's a 1.4 and gives you stonebound. Your tools mine faster as it wears out, but it does less damage. Cool. So let's put this to the use. We have our stuff in here. We have a nice big chest that we can build stuff. So it's time to go mining. It's still daytime. We're going to head down. So I think we're going to look down here and start our mine. This is pretty far away to get to a mine. So let's make it just partway through. And maybe we'll start here. So I'm not going to do this many episodes. But for now, we're going to mine down a little bit and see what we get. So I'm going to mine for a little bit. We can see we're at Y level 75 if you look on the right-hand side. Oh, do I have enough chests? Torches, I don't. So I should go make a few more torches before we head out. Keep that with me. A few more sticks. And let's go ahead and make some more torches. Okay, so like I said, we're at Y level 75. We're going to want to start digging down. The only thing that makes me really sad is taking this nice, beautiful world and putting something so ugly in it. Building this artificial ramp down. So we're going to make, once we get a little bit farther, we're going to make it look a little nicer, for sure. And also, we're going to have a special surprise. In one of the mods we're going to be looking at, and if you want to get a jump start on it, is called Aurora Core, I believe. And if you want to look at to see what items a mod has, you type the @ symbol and then start typing the name of the. It wasn't Aurora Core. Aurora Core? There it is. I spelled it wrong. We can see, oh, sorry, Aroma's 1997's Dimensional World. So this mod pack, called Aroma 1997's Dimensional World, is comprised, has 5 blocks with it. And one is a portal frame. We're going to be building this with a mining multi-tool. So we're going to be doing that soon because we're not going to spoil our beautiful world. We're going to come down here for a bit and look for some materials to get us started. But that's going to be one of the early things we do. And we'll block this back up once we do it. But let's go mining for a little bit. If you want to jump ahead, I encourage you to give that a try. You're going to create a portal to something called the mining world. Super exciting. And we're going to come down. And apparently this is really bad, so let's pause here. And I'm going to come back once I'm at something a little more exciting. And only going a little bit further, we found our first piece of iron. This is really exciting. Now, one thing I also want to mention, and this is something explained in Tinker's Construct, is when you go into here, you have your offhand, which you can put things in. So I'm going to put a torch. One thing that Tinker's Construct does is when you're mining things around, you can right-click, and it will place whatever in that hand. And it gives me some light too, which is really nice. Now, while we're here, let's dig out some iron, because we're going to need that for sure. And we're going to make our tunnel a little bit lower, because we eventually want to get to the precious, precious diamond. But I do want iron. It's going to help with some of the plans that I have coming up. Yeah. So there we go. So continuing going down, we hit about Y level 58 to find that. We're going to continue going down a bit longer. What I like to do with my very first mine is to get down to Y level 11. So let me pause again, and we'll see you again back downstairs. So we made it down to about Y level 49, not much farther, and you can see now my pickaxe is broken. I used it too much. So like I said, luckily we brought some stone sharpening kits, and it's all better. Now here's some zombies going, and if I look at my mini-map along the side, they're beneath me and behind me. So there's probably a big cave system just behind me a little bit. Oh, we got some clay. Well, that's handy. So in this world, we have some clay going underground. I encourage you to pick up some clay while you're down here. We're going to need that for one of the next few Tinker's Construct stuff that we're doing. So if you happen to run across them, grab all the clay you can. Love it. In addition, what do we see here? Some galena ore from Tech Reborn. Can I pick it? So you'll notice on the side it says it's galena ore. I need a diamond level pickaxe. Unfortunately, mine is only iron right now, so I can't get that at the moment. Hopefully soon. But we're going to pick up some of our coal. We also have some aluminum. We can pick aluminum, so let's get a few pieces of that. And a few more pieces of clay. Perfect. Now we will light up the inside of this just a bit so that monsters don't spawn on top of me, and continue our mining adventure down. Get a little more iron here, which is nice. And like I said, I'm not going to spend episodes mining basic resources. Just doing it the first one just so we can chat about things, what our goals are for the pack. I really want to see where those zombies are coming from. So one trick with that one, you can see some of them are starting now to turn blank, which means we're really close. And they're back over here somewhere. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. Oh, there we go. Look at this. We have a little basement section with a lot of bad stuff. That is not so good. Let's kind of get up here a bit. We got... What is he got in his hands? I'm hoping nothing comes behind me. Okay, we got him. And we got the creeper. Is there anything else down here? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get... Oh, we got our torches in our hands. Look a few up. We can see another creepers here. There's a few creepers. This is a nice little cave system that we'll get to explore, which I'm super happy about. So we'll just go through and light up a bit more of this. And it looks like we may have actually hit a dungeon of some sorts. Oh, what an exciting thing to discover today. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go ahead and explore. Why not? Part of the fun. Let's see what else is in here. Wow. How awesome is this? We don't want to get shot down to there. We have a nice little... That is so cool. So part of the other things that mods do, while we go and try to kill this, I should probably actually get some food. We will come back up. We're going to come back to this. I should probably get some food before I completely die. The other thing I do want to do while I'm here, and I have... Let's make ourselves another crafting table. Making sure nothing's following us. Is just so it's a little faster to get up and we don't have to use more energy, let's create some stairs to get back up. That'll make it so that we can just run up and down the stairs whenever we need to and explore that little cave system. Excellent. We're back at home. Taking a look, it is night, so let's go ahead and sleep. And we'll get healed up. So I think we're about at that wrapping up time. We're getting a little hungry. We're going to need something to do with food soon. I believe I was cooking some pork chops, wasn't I? We do have some cooked mutton. So let's eat that up. We just want to heal up. We got a little damage. And I think we're going to pause it right there. So today we did an introductory lesson on Tinker's Construct. Build ourselves some basic tools here that we can repair using our stone sharpening axe. And then had a look at actually additions to create a nice huge chest to put a bunch of stuff into, which we can do right now. We started our mining, so we have a little bit of iron. This is really good because at some point coming up very soon, I want to start decorating our little home here. It's boring to live in this little cave, and I have some ideas on how we can make it look just a little bit nicer. Anyways, so I think that's our wrapping up point. We have our torches in our other hand. I hope you've enjoyed this brief introduction to Tinker's Construct. Next episode, we're going to look into more Tinker's Construct, and what I want you to do while we're gone is start mining, start getting some iron and stuff, and we'll come back and take a look at something else next episode. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again soon.